fifth tee today, and what I'm going to discuss is how to stop slicing your driver. Okay, so obviously what causes a slice? Okay, definition of a slice is when the ball starts left of target and curves severely to the right to target. Okay, it goes a lot shorter, and it doesn't. So starting with a slice, what causes a slice? Okay, club face is open, so what that relates back to is a weak grip. Okay, so sorry, that's just the far next to the fifth tee. I'll try and do as best as I can to make sure you can hear it and I'm clear as possible. So if I come to the camera, people who slice the golf ball have too weak a grip. Okay, so what I mean by too weak a grip is when you can only see maybe one or two knuckles in the left hand, and then the thumb's pointing slightly left of the grip. Okay, so the thumb's pointing left. Then what we need to do is try and turn that around a bit, so we get about 2 or 3 knuckles in the left hand. Okay, so from here, what that will allow the club face to close. Okay, so it's more in the fingers. It's more in the fingers as opposed to the palm. Okay, if it's in the palm, then we don't release properly because our wrists are restricted. But if we get in a strong position, that will allow the club to rotate because it's more in the fingers, and we'll be able to release that a little bit. Okay, so that's obviously associated with the open club face. The second fault I'm going to relate to is club path. Okay, so what I mean by club path is it's the angle the club travels in relation on the backswing and on the downswing. So what I mean by club path is people who slice the golf ball, okay, they swing too much from the outside to the inside on the way down. Okay, so that's known as, I always call it as shearing the golf ball. So it's almost shearing over shearing the side of the golf ball. Okay, the ball's always going to go to the right. So okay, golf's game opposites. The more we swing left, the ball goes right. The more we swing to the right, the ball goes left. Okay, so what we need to do is try and do the opposite. So try and swing in the direction that the ball finishes in. So the ball finishes right, we want to swing to the right. So it's imperative that we set up our body in relation to that fault. Okay, so too many golfers have a weak grip. We want to strengthen that grip. Okay, so a good way to obviously focus on strength of the grip is, if I was to have a weak grip, that V between forefinger and thumb would point obviously left shoulder. So I want to turn that V round so it's pointing more towards my right shoulder. Okay, good. That's a good analogy to use. So what I want to do is try and get my path travelling more to the right. Okay, so what I want to do is move this. So too many golfers move the ball position forward first, then lean with their upper body. Okay, so what happens from there, the arms are going to travel, or the club path's going to travel up and chop down the golf ball. Path's going to go out to the left, ball's going to squat right. Okay, so what we want to do is stand a little bit taller, get a bit of spine tilt. Okay, so we want to go from this angle, so our spine, instead of our spine being in front of the golf ball, we want to get a sternum 10 degrees behind the golf ball. Okay, so almost feel like that this lead or this trail hip is lower than the lead hip. Okay, so that'll able to maintain that spine angle and hit out to the right. Okay, so if we move the ball position back, that squares up our shoulders. So I mentioned it in the previous video, if my ball position is too far forward, my path is going to go to the left because my shoulders are in an open position. So if you can see from here, my right arm's fully extended, my left arm's a little bit flexed. Okay, so if I was in a closed position, my left arm would be fully extended, my right arm would be slightly flexed. Okay, it's just a mirror opposite of that. Okay, so strengthen grip, allow club face to close, get path more towards the right. So we want to set up in a closed position. Okay, and get the ball position further back. Okay, so I'll hit this one, and then I'll go back to a drill to focus on. So strengthen grip, allow the club face to rotate more, ball position further back. So instead of having ball position off the lead foot or at lead heel, I want you to move it back an inch. Okay, that'll keep the club face squarer for longer. Okay, so if my ball position is too far forward, my path's travelling left, obviously the club's going to be closed or slightly open to that. Okay, so if I move ball position further back, we can make contact obviously earlier on in the arc, which squares the club face up, and that's where the club face is square towards the target. Okay, so try and hit this. Strengthen the grip, ball further back, and stay in a closed position. Okay. Best drive for a while. So a drill to focus on. So ball will go right to left. You get much more distance. Okay, because it's going higher a little bit and run a lot further, and the strike will be a bit better. Okay. So a drill to focus on. So many golfers, so as we get to top of the backswing, we want a lateral motion of the lower body. Okay, so first of all, what starts off is the left knee pushes out the way, then the hips start to obviously unwind and in the upper body, okay? So it's like a chain reaction. But what happens is people who have almost a rotary motion from the top, so they get to this, and what I mean by rotary motion is people who spin the shoulders out instead of the lower body, okay? So you get to top of the backswing, they spin the shoulders out. What happens is my lower body stays where it is, and my shoulders are obviously coiling too much or turning too much to the left. So they get in this position, and then see how the shaft steepens on the way down, okay? Hands are quite close to the body, and I've got no alternative but to swing left, okay? So if I rotate my shoulders from the top, look at the shaft, okay? Path's pointing left, look at my hand path. My hand path's pointing left, club head's outside hands, okay? So we want to do the opposite, we want to try and get the club head inside our hands, okay? So if we have a lateral motion of our left hip, that drops the club inside our hands, okay? So a good analogy to think about is we want to stay as closed on downswing as possible. So or keep our shoulders as close in the downswing as possible. So what I mean by that is, it might be quite complicated for some people, okay? But that means trying to keep your shoulders pointing right off target for as long as possible, okay? So people who swing from the top with their shoulders open, it's almost like they're chopping an axe, okay? So they're chopping an axe into the ground. So 3 faults to focus on so you stop slicing the golf ball: stronger grip, ball position slightly further back, and you try and get the path going out to the right, okay? And then try and keep it stays closed in the downswing as possible. So I'll hit this one last ball, adopting all the methods that I've tried, okay? So path going out to the right, feel like I'm staying behind it, my spine angle staying behind it, but this lead shoulder's working up and around, okay? So stay in a close position. So if you've got any topics you want me to discuss, comment below and I'll get to you back to you as soon as possible. And if you find my tips helpful, subscribe to my channel, it's a free subscription. Thank you.